host pastor is just, he and his wife has just been very, very kind, wonderful people. I'm trying to score points with you, so say amen.
Amen.
On my behalf and Jeannie's behalf, my accident occurred October the 22nd in 2014. And I went from hospital bed to a wheelchair, walker, to a cane. And now, since somewhere right around the 1st of January, I've been walking without any assistance. The leg is a little bit weak, still trying to get strength. And the shoulder is about 70% of having full rotation. So God's been good to this man of a number of years in the healing process, and we're grateful to be back to work. 2 days before Christmas, Jeannie fell from gathering eggs out of the hen house and broke her shoulder. So there have been 2 one-armed paper hangers living in my house for a while. But I've learned a lot in these days as to what my vows were all about and how important she is to me. So healing process is underway, and I'm very eternally grateful for your prayers, your cards, phone calls, visits, and all that you've expressed in a very positive way. And in regards to all the doctors and the medicine, I do not discount the prayers of the saints. And just a note to Bill and Anita and Gary and Daryl and those others who are serving within the confines of our association, it's encouraging to me to have team players that are qualified, spiritually minded, and having a mind to work. I think a good hand of applause should be to Gary Stumbo for our moderator doing a great work. It's taken a lot of work away from me, but go ahead and give him a good hand for his work. Anita, Daryl, and the others who are serving in positions as well. On the behalf of Jerry Clevenger, who is the chair of our Missions Council, he too has had surgery and home recuperating. I'm not exactly sure what kind of surgery. I try to guard myself by not asking that question, but he has had surgery and he's home. And as Daryl has pointed out, he chairs our Mission Council, and any funds that needs to go out that is of resource use for whatever need in that area goes through Brother Jerry. And he's very thankful, wanting me to convey that our association has been able to underwrite financially to a degree 3 new church starts in 2014, and happy to report that from those churches, financial support has started to be received from those 3 churches. And with the Credentials Committee, Mike May, who also was scheduled to give a report, he is not here today, but he and his committee is on target and on schedule of working with these new churches, seeing that they become very strong, solid Southern Baptist churches that will continue to be strong in the days to come and without fail. We are in the business of starting churches, according to our Mission Council or our mission statement, starting churches, strengthening churches, as well as spreading the gospel around the world. And some churches in the past have failed, as we have understood from the stats and some of the reports from our Southern Baptist Convention. which, by the way, is going to be held in our own city, Columbus, in our own state this year, that anywhere between 800 to 1,000 churches of our Southern Baptist churches fail or closes their doors every year. 800 to 1,000. Just do the math. 20 years, we're hurting deeply. Now some 45,000 churches, just exactly like First Baptist Church of Belleville. If we do not have new blood, we do not have new churches, Southern Baptist churches may fall just exactly like a lot of mainline denominations has fallen in the past as well. God help us to see that that never takes place. I want to be someone that will raise a red flag for a moment or two. And that is that in lieu of our association and the finances that has come in, and Brother Darrell, I thank you for the maintenance and care of that. Trustworthy to the end that we cannot continue to start new churches financially underwriting them on both accounts. If churches within the Southern Baptist fails, and with our limits in funding to continue to underwrite new church plants, unless we have more churches coming in, or an increase in donations and contributions and money. We can go so far, and we've done well, 2014, helping 3 church plants. We have another church plant that is somewhat on the market to have its birth in 2015, at least one at this point. And I'm working with 2 pastors, one in Worcester and one in Ashland, existing churches, men of God. One pastor has served as the director of missions for Buckeye Central a number of years, pastored one of our churches, and he's very interested in aligning himself with Buckeye Central Erie Baptist Association. As time develops, that name will be presented, going through the credentials committee, and hopefully and prayerfully that they will come on board. The harvest is great, the laborers are few. Finances can sometimes halt that procedure. So I want you to pray that there will be a mighty awakening within our association. Having seen what we have seen in recent days, and already at least 4 cities, towns, should I say, or villages out there that has been earmarked in my mind and heart for new church starts. That's what we're in the business for. We are called to be disciples, to go out and make disciples. And what's sad reporting is that only 2% of most churches that exist today ever make disciples. And out of those that makes disciples to make disciples, the numbers does not even register. We have a great field. We have a great gospel to preach. A lot of people out there that needs to hear the gospel. And we need to have new church planters and new church plants that will come in through the Buckeye Central Erie Baptist Association. Roy Hughes is not with us today, but started the Wellspring Community Church in Gallion. And if you'll bear with me, I have a fistful of notes here. And I know when the afternoon service starts, so we're out of here soon. But I'll leave this report here where you can take a look at it. But he is recording numbers He is recording offerings, and he's recording new visitors and salvation. This is from the Wellspring Community Church in Gallia, a brand new church start, of which they are receiving funds from our association as well as from NAM. Mike Thompson, now the pastor of the New Liberty Baptist Church in Lexington. He also is pastoring the New Liberty Baptist Church in Polk. And he told me the other day that if you have another place for a new church plant, I'm interested. So, pastoring 3 churches is nothing new. We're going to hear from a man here in a few moments that now is pastoring 3 churches in Romania. And then we do have Reverend Edsel, better known as JRC, pastor of the River of Life Community Church in Loudonville, and he's the Lone Ranger today of all the others that were to be here. So, Pastor JR, why don't you come here and just give a brief report as to what's happening at the River of Life Church in Loudonville. He and Darlene, they have a great, wonderful family. I met him in the backyard of a parking lot, first time I met him, and I haven't changed my mind on him since. There's no reason to, so glad to have you here.
Thanks for your good work.
Bless you.
Love you too. You know, as I listened to Cliff speak of the new churches that have been planted,